Don here with another segment of Verde Canyon Railroad Adventure. This is part 5, picking up where I left off on part 4, where we're backing up still from the turnaround point, and in just a moment we'll start moving back towards the railroad station. I have more beautiful views of Verde Canyon and Verde River, along with we get to go through the tunnel again. Warning, I do have some of my philosophy about things in the audio of this video, but be sure to stick around for the beautiful scenery.
Army is neutered. A sergeant cannot yell in your ear anymore.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, respect and dignity, that's what it's called. Dignity.
Well, I got news for you.
I mean, both are important.
For Army, you gotta have 18, 20-year-olds that don't question a damn thing and do exactly what you want when you say it.
For military.
And that will not.
I just don't think that military should ever be after. Because you come out traumatized, and traumatized warriors should not be in charge of the peaceful protection of the population. But they're not here to be the peaceful protection. They're here to be the enforcers of corporate policy. Right? And that's why I don't think that ex-military should be the enforcers of corporate policy. Because they don't get the cops don't protect and serve anymore. Well, they took that off the docket. Now it's just to punish people for policy violation. That's their only rule.
Well,
so it's not even the same job that they were when we were children.
What I have a problem with is politicians running our cities, our counties, our states, and our federal government. Usually by the federal government, though, you know, a lawyer, they're all lawyers or ex-lawyers. And by the time you get the federal government, they've been disbarred. But why would we elect someone to run everything that's a lawyer? If I did this,
if you lie, you get punished. In my mind, if I could snap one thing, the only thing that would change on earth is any lie is punishable to an extent based on the value of the lie, and for three defenders and eventually have their tongue removed or scarred up so that you know they lied and never talk to police.
Well,
if you lie once in office, you get hung in front of everything. That's just what's up. And without lies, none of the other corruption would be able to hang in there. You know, like all the other corruption would sort itself out pretty quick. If you go, I'm gonna get caught lying and assassinated, like for treason.
Well,
and then all of a sudden, you know, we could actually talk about real policies that have real answers to like what. How's the resource going to go on that? It'll be fine. No, it won't.
If a lawyer, let's say I do a despicable thing to kids and women, and the lawyer gets me off on technicality for money. If they'll do that for money, what the hell will they not do for money? So what are you doing electing them? Because they're all bought and sold, even at the city level. And that's what everybody does, don't even think anything about it. Because you know why? They don't want to think. They want the TV to tell them how to think.
I don't think anybody wants that. It's just that we've been so conditioned over generations.
TV tells them how to.
You know, like they did a really good job of training us into that. Like, it's important to remember that most people can't afford to do anything but public school. And the public schools were designed by literally the Nazi brain scientists we hired after World War II instead of assassinating them.
Well,
we took them and made them design our public school system with the Rockefellers, who said, we don't want intelligent, critical thinking people, we want good workers. That was the plan. So since the 40s, that's what everybody got raised in. And so you can't really blame them for being domesticated and stupid, but it's still true. But like, we got to remember, like, oh, I have to have compassion for this person who literally was raised in a Nazi brainwashing system that would bring them to this. So it's not really their fault, but we still need to shake them awake or we're all doomed. So that's what I see. And I don't know how to do that with compassion for the fact that they got robbed of their entire critical thinking reality.
Yeah, they have.
You know, like,
they're too busy listening to music to have original thought.
Oh no, the music is actually good. I mean, not all music. But
you cannot have original music with earbuds, music in your ear the whole time you're awake. You have never had original thought.
Fair. In silence in between that.
I'm an engineering professor, 35 years. Let me tell you right now, You want critical thinking. It's not with earbuds in your damn ear.
Especially not, at least not with words. At least not music with words.
Learning anything.
Classical music and stuff like
Designing,
that.
designing, thinking of new processes. You do not do that with
Stuff going in.
shit.
Yeah.
That's an input device.
Exactly.
You need an output device.
Right. If you crisscross the input and the output, you know what you get? A bunch of nasty static that nobody wants to hear. It's like,
So this is input.
I agree. I write a lot
So
of
nothing
stories and
original is
stuff.
going in. It's
To be
sad.
fair, some people's brains trip at like ADD and stuff. They need something going in just to get something out. I was like that. in
Well-
school. Or they need to be putting out to let in. Like I couldn't hear what the teachers were saying unless I was drawing. If I was just doodling, I would remember everything the teacher said verbatim on the first.
Everybody
attempt, and I would
learns
pass
differently.
every test. When they made me stop drawing, I couldn't remember shit. I was like, so, and then like, you know, but it was before ADD was like labeled right at the edge. So they didn't have any like, okay, let them draw. They would just grab my pictures and rip them up in front of me. Which is what different person wanted at school.
Yeah.
I was the valedictorian of TV personally. I avoided going to school. I failed all of high school due to absence and passed every test. And then I was the TV valedictorian in New York City. So I was smart. I just didn't want to go through the brainwash. If I go every day, the Nazis win. That's how that works. So I just got to go just enough to not have me taken away from my mom and put in jail. And that's it. That's all they get out of me. So it's been a journey.
Do you remember on a juniper tree, the ones with berries, is that the female or is that the male? The ones with berries, the one, and the other one's the other sex. And it's not like 97 different sections, it's just 2. That's another wolf thing.
It's cool to pretend you're whatever you want. Make believe all you want. I'll respect it, but don't try to make me believe that science is real. That is
Right. And when they tell you to follow the science, and science is my life.
right. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, I used to laugh at the beginning of COVID, and they said, follow science. I go, wait a minute. I'm not stupid, okay?
They didn't trick me at all. Now. I mean, you know, the bottom line is I would love to just trust the scientists if the scientists weren't each individually paid by a different source desiring an answer.
And that's
so until there's like a general pool of that nobody desires an answer, just take this money and find stuff out. Then
well, first of all,
but you know, once capitalism is involved, that's hard to find.
Science is corrupt because of money, but corporations. But even without that, what science am I supposed to believe? The one you told me a week ago, or the one today, which changes?
Yeah.
So the one a week ago was not following science. It was just following your knowledge on it, which changes And then, like you said, it's all corrupt by corporations. It's just like the pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
They're in they own the food company,
right.
that
Poison us so that we need them, which is poison.
Then they give us a drug, and then they don't mind telling you the side effects, because that just sells them another drug to fix that side effect. And the truth of the matter is, my research tells me every drug on the market started off as an herb that they modified so they get a patent on it, because you cannot get a patent on herbs. So therefore, just take supplements and herbs. There's a supplement herb for almost every condition there is.
Oh dear, there's something down there. Deer to the left of
I missed it. I don't know if camera picked it up or not.
first time I've seen a deer on this one. No appetite.
I just gotta keep this out, son. It'll overheat. tunnel. Very dark. Keep in mind, these are all adults. There we go. Look at that. And just like that, it got cooler. It really did. At least a little bit. Oh, that's beautiful. Here's another view of the canyon that I could not get on the way out. This is on the way back. Isn't that just gorgeous? And yes, that's Verde River. This is Verde Canyon on the Verde Canyon Railroad. Highly recommend it. It is gorgeous and cool. You gotta try it. Oh, look at that. It looks different from this direction, that's for sure.
This is where I'll end this episode of part 5, and it's where I'll pick up on part 6 next time. And next time I have more views of Verde Canyon, the Verde River, and Sycamore Canyon, where it terminates into Verde Canyon. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the adventure. Until next time, have a good one.